notices the first group of adventurers.
Stream's gone offline.
The stream has
Yeah, it just came back up. I don't know why that was.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'll just wait for a second. Back up.
Typing up a storm.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, that's what we heard for like the first 10 minutes you were in the call. So you were just typing like a madman for
my
sheet.
yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah, maybe Lee. Maybe if you could give a quick check and see when it's back up.
I'm checking.
Yeah, it's up now. It's up now. I've got it.
Great.
Is it
Got
up
to
now?
refresh the page.
I've got it here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's up.
Cool. For those watching, thanks so much for sticking with us. We had a little minor disconnect there. I'm not sure where that came from, but hopefully it won't happen again. And if there's anything, it was probably the wizard.
God damn it, you better.
Always the gnome.
Stop spiting the goddamn internet connection. That's not nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just as a quick, while we have a moment out of character, thanks so much to everybody who's watching. Really appreciate it, whether you're watching live with us and chatting in the channel on Twitch, or if you're watching this later on in the future. Hello, future. I hope it's nice there. On YouTube, thanks so much. We really appreciate it. We'll be taking an AFK in about 10 minutes here, guys. Just a heads up, and I'll give it back to you, Ty.
Awesome. So yeah, you see this guy. He has, dark brown hair, dark brown beard, very nicely, neatly trimmed. He has his hair sort of off to the side, very well done. He has a bit of sweat on his brow, but he looks very, very upstanding kind of guy.
Could I do a history check real quick on him, or?
You would know who this was.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
everyone does.
Yeah, I'll just sort of say his appearance and then how you know him.
Could I approach him and ask him how he did his beard?
All right, let me finish it.
Let's let him get through the paragraph.
He has sort of these dark brown eyes. He has his chainmail is in a slightly different. Plate mail, very finely made, is in like a sort of it's silvery, and then the trim on it is like very, very dark blue, and on his shoulder pad, the shoulder thing. Yeah. It has the symbol of the Lord of Vonheim, and the Vonheim symbol on the other shoulder.
Is it pauldron? Is that what you're looking for?
Pauldron, thank you. Yes, I think that's what it's called. And he has like this shield on his back, and he has a long sword, right? He scans the area, and he sort of sees you, and then you recognize him, right? At the very least, you three do. Orkan, Dash, and Jebedo. Mm-hmm. You guys kind of recognize this guy. He's the he's sort of like the personal bodyguard of the merchants. He's very well known. He's like the captain of the guard. Yes, he is. This guy is, I would say strong, but that's kind of an understatement. Like, he is like baller. Like, if you three were to gang up on him, it's still be quite difficult to own this guy. So yeah, he strides over. Everyone's quiet. Like, there was like music and dancing, and everyone's quiet. Kind of walks up to you guys. Does the dwarf? God damn it, Don and Scott, you don't have your character names.
Brendan Hellstar.
Yeah, I do.
Brendan,
no, I don't.
On your thingy, yeah. Brendan and Diero.
I click save. There we go.
Do you guys know of this gentleman?
Get the ear.
Probably.
I heard of him from like a distance. Like I heard fame of his strength, but I don't really know his name. I just heard that there's a strong guy that's really good captain guard over there.
I also don't know his name.
I don't know what he looks like.
Yeah, I'll roll a history check then.
No one knows his name.
Right.
Yeah, you know his name. All right, so his name is his name is Jonathan. Captain Jonathan. Even though captains are pretty low rank, but he's like the captain of the guard kind of thing. He's just like, he's a towering man. He's like 6'5". Without his armor, he'd probably be like 220 pounds or just 230 pounds of just muscle. This guy is quite intimidating. Yes, real beefcake. Thank you. That's the word I was
going to say. It sounds like you've been thinking about him a bit.
and he kind of comes up to you guys. He looks down
All
at
right.
you.
Yeah, we see him. It's like, man with the job.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
And it's
I'm glad you made it.
I apologize for the delay.
Oh, it's not a problem at all, sir. We've been enjoying the niceties of the tavern here.
Nods his head.
Few more than others.
He kind of scans you guys. Notices there's 2 pseudo dragons. And he just kind of looks at the dragons. Looks back at you guys.
I meant to say that I had kind of called back the one that, but we got a little troubled. So they're usually like chilling. If we're in a crowded, just can I explain real quick how they would probably hang around me?
Okay, go ahead.
So if we're in a crowded place like this, they know that they draw a lot of attention. So they're going to be actually like really tucked in close, either like around my feet, or if I'm sitting, probably around my waist, that area. Like they know to like not draw attention. If we're out traveling though, they're actually like circling my head, kind of keeping an eye, helping me. That's kind of what gives me that 100-foot range of sight more than like my actual vision, is the fact.
Isn't it a mile?
It's 100 feet of like detail. It's a mile of like so it's kind of this bond I have with these guys that gives me that sight. It's not as simple as just like I can see a mile away. It's that between the 3 of us, we understand what's going on up to a mile away, and they can investigate anything up to 100 feet away and basically give me that image in my head. So they understand, like, to know to kind of stay out of the way, not draw attention, not to like. Especially with a guy like this, they would have like tucked underneath my like feet or something like that when he walked in.
Yeah. So that's kawaii.
Kawaii.
That's kawaii. So yeah, he kind of looks at you guys and he says, "If you'll follow me."
Oh.
He turns, starts walking away.
Is somebody carrying my feet are sore?
I can carry you. I don't think it'd be too hard.
You have 20 strength. You just like pick him up on your shoulder. That's it. You just walk away.
You want me to roll a strength?
Oh, dude, you got 20 strength. That's
not even a problem.
Yeah.
It's like, I pick up a pencil. Do you need me to roll for it?
Yeah. Whatever. Chris, please. Alright, is she still playing your flute whilst you put it in the pocket? Oh no. That was... I'm sorry. No. Alright, so yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you guys, I guess, follow him with like the gnome just on the back of the dwarf, and now like because you guys are sort of together and you're like on his back, you kind of look like you're almost as tall as him, kind of thing. So you're following.
I'm quite comfortable right here.
Yeah. You kind of bob your head.
I've cushioned shoulders.
Yes. That's the chainmail you got from the monastery. It's quite comfy. Yeah. So yeah, you guys kind of get out, and it's kind of like an okay part of town. It's kind of just like a, it's not like where all the beggars are, but at the same time, no one's fancy is here. So you guys kind of, well, he, at the very least, the captain of the guard, Jonathan, he draws attention. But you guys kind of do as well. You guys look pretty bowler, as they say. Is Jonathan single? You'll have to ask in game.
Is Jonathan single?
Is that what you asked him? Like,
no.
Alright, cool.
Can I roll a history check to see if I know if he's single?
You roll a 19. You know he is married to his job.
Alright, okay.
Yeah. That's the answer I'll give. Perhaps if someone rolls a 29 in persuasion check, that could be changing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, alright, okay. Maybe floats.
Alright, so yeah, you guys are walking. This guy has like no one else with him, right? He like walks alone, and he's like leading the way. You guys know it'll take maybe close to an hour to get to the place. It is like you have to go around the town. Like imagine a circle, and you guys go around the town, like within the circle kind of thing. Like you don't just go through the middle. He takes you specifically through this route. You guys are going down like the main road, I guess. There's like the main road doesn't go through the middle. It's really weird. This town is weird. It doesn't go through the middle because the middle is sort of where the palace, quote unquote, is, whatever, right? So there's like the main road is actually like round the middle of the circle. It's not like a straight line. It's actually a circle with like So kind of imagine. I guess I'll draw it because I'm
like
gonna.
roads would go out from it, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Like that one Pokemon game.
Like that.
Every time
The DM says circle. Everybody has to take a drink.
Okay. I'm absolutely out of it then.
You know what? Caius, are you drinking today?
No apple juice today. I'm drinking my Mio tea.
I have some Four Brothers apple juice.
Oh,
or Four Roses. Is it Four Roses or Four Brothers? Four
Roses, anything. Four fingers.
Right? As long as it's four fingers.
Is there any way I could like roll a persuasion on like Jonathan over here to like start a conversation or anything?
You could just start the conversation. You don't have to roll for like starting.
So, like just walk up to him and be like how do you do your beard? Just like compliment his beard.
He kind of he turns, kind of like not turns, but like looks back at you. I guess you walk to his side, so he looks to the side. He says, "I wake up 2 hours before dawn and trim it every day."
That's awesome, and I think that's actually a perfect moment, guys. We're gonna go ahead and take our AFK right now. So I'm gonna say 3 minutes. If you need 5, like don't. It's not like crazy, but
I'm gonna go grab some coffee.
So yeah, everybody go ahead, take your time now. Ty, is there anything you need any of us to do for you to make your life easier right now, or do while you're gone, or?
I really want a foot massage, but I'm just messing. No, not really. No.
You'll have to ask Chad about that. All right, so let's meet back here in about 3-4 minutes, guys, and we'll continue on. I'm excited. I really love the Sergeant Beefcake drawing, by the way. Who is doing that? I thought it was Caius. Oh, that's Scott. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
But then,
you the one that
Caius
did the
left, and it was like ghost
You did
drawing
the gnome,
going
right?
on.
The goblin?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he did the best drawing in the other campaign, dude.
Really?
I'm using that now as the wolves.
I love this.
We'll send you a picture. It's so good.
Cool. So what I'll do is
Alright.
I'm gonna mute everything actually for the stream. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out while we took our first AFK of the evening, officially. We are back. We've got Captain Beefcake here, who we're all following on a circular street through the city, because he has summoned us, and we are going with him diligently. So I think that's where we left off. Does that sound right, Ty?
Yeah, and
that sets
I
the
believe
stage.
Just mentioned that he wakes up 2 hours before dawn to trim his beard.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He doesn't mess around. His beard takes it very seriously. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching the stream, everybody, you guys.
Facial hair.
Is what, sorry?
Decent facial hair is a lot of work.
Yeah, man.
It is. I bet.
No joke.
Bio was like, yeah, it is. Strokes his like baby face.
Stroke my baby face. Yeah,
Like
shave.
3 weeks strong. Look at that. Oh.
Yeah, no, just
almost,
I shave though. I have to
it's
shave for
almost
cadets.
come out of
You
my
just
skin.
rub silk on your cheek and buff it.
I have like a shoe polisher, like the machine, just rub it on my face.
There you go.
Shine it up. Big, nice, chiseled, shiny chin.
All right, Ty. I'm gonna hand it back to you, man. Let's get back to the adventure.
So,
I honestly want to continue talking about this dude's beard.
oh yeah, go ahead. No,
That's part of the adventure. As far as
That's
I'm
all I'm
concerned.
gonna talk to.
That's
I'm
fine.
just
Alright.
talking to him like,
That is
Jonathan, like what do you use to trim your beard, like on a daily basis?
Like, what would you do to burn it off?
I don't know how to do
I was
my
just about to
accent
reply.
as a whisper, but I whisper to Dom, if you make this so awkward that we lose our job, and then I just nod towards my little dragons.
they'll caress you in your sleep. They'll piss on you, mate.
These two will do little adorable tricks for you for hours.
You'll go insane. Alright, so, yeah. So he's walking by, and he's mentioned, I wake up every morning to trim my beard 2 hours before dawn. Yeah. What do you use? And he goes, my sword.
Oh my, jeez. This might be like a chance to find a good weapon shop too, because you're gonna need to keep that sword nice and sharp. Question him about local economy, like where all the shops are, as we're walking through the street, like a little guide kind of thing.
Alright, cool. Yeah, easy mode. He mentioned that, towards the center, he's like, if you keep going towards the center, there are blacksmiths who rival even dwarves, and then dwarven blacksmiths who rival even greater dwarves. He's nodding his head. He's a man of not very many words. He's very blunt. Very down,
So, John, what's the job? Where are we going?
I have no idea what the technical, royal term for it is. The Lord will inform you of your task. But it has to be the monster forest to the north. Yep. Northeast.
North-ish.
North and east.
Can I question how flammable said forest is?
It's a forest.
Well, with us in it, I doubt we want to set fire to a forest. Can I do a history check on the forest?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
You know there's hella monsters inside the forest. Pretty much, it's literally called Monster Forest because there's loads of monsters in the forest.
But I don't know anything.
I'm also aware that there's a local fire safety prevention representative. There's a large bear that you'll want to be aware of. That if you try and start a forest fire, there's a pretty fearsome, bear out there that's got a problem with that. He's got
I heard it's a dwarven thing.
Ways, isn't it?
It's a dwarven thing. So yeah, he says, he actually doesn't say anything about the fire.
Name's Smokey.
His name's Smokey. Smokey the werebear. Yes, that is correct.
He'll mess you up.
Yeah, he will
actually, his name's Frank.
Frank?
Frank the bear hates fire. Fire bad.
So, anyway, you guys are walking through. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, you guys are walking through. Any more questions you guys have for him? He stays pretty much to himself. Unless you guys speak, in which case he will reply. But yeah, in terms of what you know with the 13, you know, like, there are countless of monstrosities and creatures within that forest. It is not a nice forest. It is you don't go into the forest kind of thing. Nobody goes to the goddamn forest. There's like this huge sort of stone wall, kind of like Game of Thrones, but not really.
Yeah.
That sort of surrounds that one section that goes on for like maybe like 10 miles from like one cliff face to another kind of thing. And yeah, so it is pretty.
Going in there.
Yeah, yeah, that's apparently what he says. Yeah.
What if there's any large overbearing beasts, like anything like any notable monsters, anything named in the forest? Massive legends?
Do you want to ask him, or do you want to roll in a history check?
I'm gonna ask him. He seems like he knows what he's talking about around here.
As he asks that, I'll roll a history check.
Go ahead.
Based on that.
Let's do the history check.
Can I help him out with the history check? Oh, I don't need to.
Yeah.
I love how you just it's just like 1. All right. So yeah, you know that like in terms of creatures, there are like they're animals, and then there's like giant versions of those animals that are just. These are like common things. These are like.
Well, we already know that there's Smokey. Smokey's the one major one. We already know that Smokey exists.
Smokey's there. He's
Smokey
like.
Out first.
Yeah, no, but he's like Tarrasque level monstrous.
Oh yeah, Frank. Let's take Frank out.
Frank, yeah, the Smokey's is like little brother, and like Frank is like a Tarrasque kind of thing.
All right.
So if you guys go towards him, you will get 1 shot. And then Smokey's more like a challenge rating 25. He's slightly weaker.
Easy.
But he's
you know it really sounds like a fire prevention representative is Lieutenant Squirtle could be the name of it. Who puts out fires better than anyone else? Lieutenant Squirtle.
Lieutenant Squirtle. Lieutenant Squirtle.
What do you want from me?
You see a small blue halfling with the shades and like a turtle pack.
He's got a fire hose that looks like a bagpipe.
So,
puts out fires.
So with a 17, yeah, you know that there's like giant beasts, stuff like giant spiders. Those are like the bare minimum. These are like the weakest. Giant spiders are like the weakest thing in there, kind of thing. In terms of like giant creatures, there's.
Oh yeah. Like one time I went to this tavern one time, and the lady in the back of the tavern, she cooked up the finest giant creature I've ever had in my life. She put some hot oil into a deep pan, and then in that she submerged some jumbo shrimp. It was delicious.
I'm trying to like whisper, but for some reason it won't let me. Ah, there we go. JK.
You just do /W and then their name.
Yep.
And it's even easier because the name just shows.
Yeah. But I wrote Geppetto and it didn't work.
Oh.
So it won't let me do it to you, kind of thing, apparently.
Might try Caius.
Let's do that.
I'm broadcasting right to the stream here, so anything you put in my screen, just be aware.
Yeah. No, I'm sending message to Starslinger. Anyway, so
I can't even see anything in Skype because if I switch over.
All right, so with the 17, you know that there are like great creatures, giant crocodiles, giant spiders.
Okay, so they're animals. They don't seem to have much armor. So piercing weapon seems like they do a lot of damage.
You know of Scott. You've had through sort of town.
Mm-hmm.
That there is a war between sort of 4 not like a war but like a skirmish or something, right, for this territory between a bunch of like 4 factions of like hobgoblins, ogres and gnolls and orcs kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. So basically a war between monsters.
Yeah, war between monstrous creatures. Exactly.
Monstrous humanoids.
But I like roll history to see like if like all their like past conflicts and all that, like why they are at war.
You don't know. Scott knows.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's his name? Jonathan. He turns back to. What's your name? Damn it! Change your name in the roll 20s so I know your name.
His name is Tom.
The settings, top right corner, and then this.
His name is Brendan.
Brendan. Brendan, who's gonna die, so I don't need to think of his name anymore. Brendan, he replies to you and he says, know of many creatures. There are even flying creatures such as those of the wyvern. And he sort of like glances back at the pseudo dragons, and then back again. They also terrorize the skies, but they are just small fodder compared to the actual creatures that go deeper in, which hopefully you will not go into.
How do walls stop flying creatures?
How do you say what?
You said it's surrounded by walls, but...
No, so even though there's flying creatures, like there's like a bunch of guards there, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it's not just like there's a wall and that's it, you know. There's like, you know, actual guards that keep them safe. And there's like this, but the 17 Scott knows that there's like this mile of like, kind of like in Game of Thrones, there's like that huge section.
Yeah, it's in between the town and the forest.
Between the wall and the forest, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, between the wall and the forest. The wall's like 10 miles out, like from the town. And then from there, there's another mile of just clear. So if there's anything, they'll see it kind of thing. And it's lit up at night.
And they got archers posted or something.
Yeah, freaking siege weapons as well. The shebang. So yeah.
Right. So I guess we'll just walk to him until we get to the Lord, I guess.
He's still asking, so. No, I still can't find you, Geppetto. Interesting.
That's strange. I don't know what's going on there.
Maybe what's your name? Pass?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't show up.
Are you
find
using? Are you using internet?
I'm using Chrome.
I can't find it either.
Should be using Google.
Yeah, Chrome. So yeah. So yeah. Anyone else want to ask questions?
Nope.
So he goes on. It takes about an hour to get there, you know, and he takes you pretty much through the main road and then turn in. And as you kind of turn in, you see the merchant quarter kind of thing, right? There's like the entire place is bustling. There's people in well-made clothing. The blacksmiths, on the other hand, you know, don't wear well-made clothing. They have like soot everywhere and, you know, fire, sweating. Their masks and bodies just dripping. And yeah, you guys go through. It's very loud here. You know, as you guys were kind of walking, it was kind of like talkative, and then you know, as people saw you guys, they kind of went quiet and minded their own business. But here, you know, everyone's bustling, and he kind of walks through. There's a bunch of guards, and you know, they kind of just nod in acknowledgement to all of you.
Okay.
So Kaya's just like, F those guys kind of thing. So yeah, he keeps going through. And then you get to sort of, as you can, is there anything you guys want to do here in terms of the merchant quarter?
Oh, in the merchant quarter?
Yeah.
Steal them blind?
Oh yeah. Can
try.
Can I?
Yeah. You gotta beat the perception of the captain and the merchants you're stealing from.
Yep.
Good point.
I'll just
I might go,
remind the party that this is as the fence. This is my area, right? Like this is when I do my work, and
yeah. You can actually drop some thieves' cant to some people if you want. Try and find
You
some.
said that there's dwarven smiths there. I wonder if I know any of them. Can I like check around, see if I know anybody?
Give me an investigation check.
Give me a moment. Let me just pop that up.
Anything higher 10 means yeah, you know, maybe a couple.
Let's see here.
Anything higher than 15, you're familiar.
Skills.
20 means it's a
Investigation. Investigation.
You kind of like, man, I know how to spell dwarven. What do I know? Oh my god. Oh, okay, so you want to pay a guy to read that out?
Yeah.
I'll be that guy. I'll play that guy.
And I'll pay some individual a silver to make my introduction for me.
One silver. That's the level of guy you found.
All he has to do is
just
be
so I
able to
know,
read
that'll dictate my voice. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, Go ahead, Jeff. Add a gold and add a silver and guys drop the silver.
Hold on.
I actually carry cards with that printed on it.
You see before you the genteel Gebetto Knackle, WGG Esquire, a gnome of some great renown, author of the Book of Books, perambulator of the Great Long Road, costermonger of all things stately and of magnificently opulent repute. If I do not have it, you will never need it. Inamorata of courtesan and Jezebel alike. Despoiler of the bearded dragon Bezizelphum. Renowned pet of the Turin clan. Rejoined of all the denunciations to the hopeless youth. What might I proffer you?
I love it. That's pretty much worth the silver.
Right, that's great. I currently lack a helmet. I wonder if I can like see if any of these dwarves are willing to sell me anything.
Why would you want a
You can always
helmet?
try a pot. A pot would take good on your head.
Do you actually want a helmet? You know there's like no in-game bonus or anything.
Oh.
Kind of looks not cool because you won't have your glorious beard or your hair.
Oh, like a feathered, a little feathered hat.
You want a feathered hat? Oh yeah, no, you can totally
I want a little feather hat.
feathered hat. Yeah, man. So you go up to like a tailor, I guess, or whatever, and you're like, I would like a. Well, I mean, do you think? You walk up to a guy.
Hmm.
And what do you say?
I just walk up to him and go, yo, do you have any like odd like fancy little hats with any like really large, overly sized feathers from like say the forest over there, any of the large birds, just that I can carry around in my head?
He kind of looks at you, and he just sighs. Yes, I do. He kind of looks up and he's like, it's kind of like not another one. Ah. He kind of like tragically pulls out like a feathered cap, like a bunch of like, you know, in very nice boxes considering that this guy doesn't give a shit. He's just like, God damn it! All right, I gotta pull this out. All right, and then dusts them off, pulls out like a box, and he's like, yes, I have many feathered hats. Which would you like? And he kind of just shows you a display of feathered hats. Would you like one that's a fedora, perhaps?
I would most definitely love a huge feathered fedora.
This is a female merchant, just so you can.
Well, lady.
So yeah, it's like this feathered cap is a single gold for you, fine sir.
Single gold? Yeah.
Single gold.
And I'll hand her the single gold.
So you have this fedora with a giant feather. What do? Do not disappoint me.
I instantly take it.
Yes.
I look at it. I just spin it around on my finger, flip it up, and it lands on my head perfectly. Actually,
yes.
Can I take like a?
Don't need to roll.
Do I have to roll? Just do it.
Just do it.
Do I have to roll?
Nope. You do it.
Nope. There we go.
It was made for you.
And then yeah, it was made for you. Now do the thing.
You look just like the lady from the last city we were in.
And then what do you do? What do you do? You have to do the thing. Otherwise, I'm gonna kill you first.
My lady.
I look around. Everyone just sitting there in anticipation.
Everybody's
I look
looking at you at this point.
I just look around. Even the captain's sitting there, just like I see him over there. He's just glancing around. I see like the corner of his eye. So I just turn to her, tip my fedora, and walk away, flicking the gold over my shoulder.
Everybody, just you hear this collective sigh. Everyone around you, just like a, and then people just like break up so you can walk by them, kind of thing, through the middle of the street, kind of thing. Oh God! All right, so what do you guys want to do?
All right, okay, let's get on the road.
I am Jonathan.
I'm Jonathan. I mean, Jonathan. Captain
How do you know
Beefcake.
my second name?
Yeah, my surname. Impossible.
Were you at the Cloak and Dagger Thursday night?
Yeah. Word around you gets around. Beefcake.
It is spelled beefcake. Yes.
Nice.
It is a dwarven name.
Beefcake.
It's a dwarven thing.
And you know it.
Yeah. let's go ahead and see if we can finally make it along this short walk.
It was an hour walk.
Short walk that's taken like 2 hours.
It was an hour walk.
Yeah, but it's also taken an actual hour of game time.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys finally make
it.
You guys go through the middle, and people are letting you. There's a guy wearing a fedora with a giant feather. There's no. You don't even need to mention it, and people just kind of like, pop through the middle.
Just collectively sigh.
As if as if he was Moses, and this was the Red Sea.
We're all sort of like walking slightly away from him.
Yeah, Jonathan's like 50 feet behind, whistling.
You guys noticed me catching up. I was at a tailor. There was something I needed to buy real quick.
Oh, yeah,
is that cool?
What did you buy?
Yeah.
Just a cloak. I just need a cloak that's got kind of two
very large pseudo dragon size.
Yeah, two custom size pseudo dragon or two custom pseudo dragon size pockets.
They're like cushioned on the inside, yeah. 100%.
Right.
I'll take this time and I'll polish my wand.
You drop your pants and. Wait, sorry. Right.
Not on my head, please. Stop.
The gnome streaker.
Fast, you'll never catch me.
You say as you run at 25 feet a second.
Another one.
Oh god. Alright. God damn it. So yeah, you guys go through, and the surprisingly enough, it kind of thins down when you go towards the middle, and then there's just kind of houses. I say houses, they're like huge. They are glorious looking. There's no real gardens. It's just like a house. Like these look like really fancy apartments. Like really fancy.
Like we have here in America, not like in Britain.
Yeah, some of them are flats apparently. So yeah.
Some are flats, some are apartments, some have lifts,
yeah.
Some have elevators.
Some have elevators. Yeah. Some have the color with a U.
Some are shared with mates. Some with friends.
It's like it's like this part is the elven section. This part is the dwarven section. No problem.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And as you get to the middle, there's like this. Maybe 500 meters worth of just.
You know what I hate about the middle?
What?
There's one thing I can't stand about the middle. It's halfway to the end.
What?
What do you mean, what? Do you not understand that?
No, I don't get
From the beginning to the end is the middle. And when you get to the middle, you're halfway to the end already.
Okay.
Can I roll an investigation to see if there's anyone named Malcolm here?
What the? Oh my god. You hear lightning strike from the sky. And then Bayo, you take. What's your level?
Level 6.
Alright. For an instant, you feel like you took 18 damage. You feel like lightning surged through you, but your fedora even tips down. But then, you guys all see this for a second, and then just everything goes back to normal.
Malcolm in the middle, I get it.
And then, yeah, you don't actually take damage, but you feel like you would have. But your fedora is slightly singed, apparently.
Yeah, I have.
Well, my cousin Malcolm.
These things come into my mind. It's Gebetto. I have no control over him whatsoever.
Oh, my
so
God.
I apologize now.
It's okay. It's okay. You'll take 18 damage next time, don't you? So yeah, you guys are kind of anyway. So
18 permanent damage.
Yeah, just full life. That's 18 fedora tipping damage.
18 temporary.
It's pretty hard to block.
Yeah.
Not a lot of fedora tipping resistance items in the.
Yeah, it's quite.
You have a -3 con mod now.
Yeah. And it's like fedoraed. That's the status effect. Fedoraed. Right,
you were fedoraed.
You were fedoraed, exactly. One got tipped. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's like 500 meters. I have no idea what that is in yards. I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then there's like this large, sort of mansion in the middle. It is not called Malcolm, for those of you wondering.
It's Malcolm Mansion. Malcolm Manor.
Malcolm Manor. Oh my god. And it's pretty much white with blue, right? Similar to that of the armor. This is kind of like his color scheme. It's just literally white and blue. There's a little bit of